Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, students and listeners, I'm your guy, John Neal Jr., also known as your professor. I have a special edition for you today, my version of The Three Little Pigs. And you need to tell me, how do you relate to this story and which character do you represent? So here's how it is in life. In life, you're given opportunity to build your home. And I'm not talking about home in a literal sense. I'm talking about your home, your foundation, your values. What are you going to have and who are you going to become in your life? So here's the thing. You got a chance to build a house. Are you going to go with the straw? Are you going to go with the stick? Or are you going to go with your brick? Well, most people are going to say, I'm going to go with the brick if you know the story. But let me tell you something, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, my students and listeners. Most people don't go with the brick. Why? Because they make choices. They make fast choices. They think about something, they decide, I'm just going to do it, rather than thinking through it and thinking about the steps. But what happens when you build that house of straw? Well, you're there, you're building it, and your other brother's building a house of sticks, and you're all building it, and the other person, your other brother, is doing the house of bricks. And at the same time, simultaneously, you're building these houses. But guess what? Your blueprint for straws, it doesn't take very much. You just put it together, got a straw house. Sticks doesn't take very much. There's not really an infrastructure, right? Bricks, you have to have a plan. You have to lay them one by one by one by one. But guess what? It's probably going to be weatherproof. But watch this. So one day, the big bad wolf is coming through the neighborhoods. Who does the big bad wolf represent? Life. Life, because life sometimes throws you lemons. They throw you lemons and you have to be prepared. So the big bad wolf goes to the first house that he feels that he can knock down. He's going to the straw house. Why? Because he realized that there's no big structure. So he knocks on the door. Let me in, not by the hair of my chinny chin chin. He said, well, I'll huff and I'll puff and I'll blow your little house down. And he blows it down, grabs the little pigs and he eats them. Oh, no. And he runs over to his brother's house, and he knocks on the door. He said, let me in. It's the big bad wolf. And the little pig says, no, not by the hair of my chinny chin chin. You can't get in here anyways. My house is made of sticks. He said, okay, I'm getting ready to huff, and I'm gonna puff, and I'm gonna blow your house down, and it blows away. And the pig is just standing there and he grabs him and he eats him. He says, I'm still hungry. I'm waiting for the little pig because he's a little thicker and he's in the brick house. So I'm gonna go get him. But little pig in there, he making cider, making some good little food, clam chowder. And the wolf, he smells it and he runs over there and he knocks on the door. Let me in, let me in. The little pig said, not by the hair of my chinny chin chin. He said, well, I'm gonna huff and I'm gonna puff and I'm gonna blow your house down. He said, all right, go ahead. He huffed, he puffed, nothing. The wolf said, oh no. He said, nothing happened. The pig started laughing. The little pig, remember this is the thick one, he said, I'm still hungry, right? So what he do? He get the pot ready, the big pot. And it's all ready, and it's right by the chimney. So the big bad wolf said, I can't blow it down. I'm gonna sneak in his house and get him. So he runs up on the roof, jumps in the chimney, and lands in the hot water, screaming. That was it. And the little pig, unfortunately, ate the wolf. So here's the moral of the story. In life, who do you represent? The little pig with the straw house, or the little pig with the stick house, or the smart little pig, the little thick one, with the brick house? See, in life, you must have a plan. And when you have a plan, you gotta execute it. And nothing stands in your way. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, my students and listeners, I hope you enjoyed my rendition or my story, The Three Little Pigs. And please come back for our next lesson, and thank you for tuning in. I'm your professor, John Neal Jr. Thank you for listening, and please stay inspired.